Last time on Diana Games Through Time, we looked at Wolfenstein 3D for MS-DOS. In this game, Diana navigated away through the corridors of a Nazi German prison in search of escape while killing Nazi guards that got in her way. While she never found freedom from the repetitive corridors in Castle Wolfenstein, this next game will have Diana wandering around outdoors in the fresh air with graphics and detail beyond anything she's seen so far. Welcome to another episode of Diana Games Through Time. In this series, Diana will play a PC game from each year starting in 1978, moving forward to modern times as we watch the graphics and complexity of the games evolve year by year. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Myst for Mac OS. Myst is an adventure game that drops a player off in a 3D world with barely any context as to where they are or what to do. It's full of puzzles and mysteries to unravel, so will Diana be able to solve anything? Keep watching to find out. So here you are with Myst for Mac OS. This game was the best-selling PC game through the 1990s until The Sims exceeded its sales in 2002. This game doesn't really like to explain much about itself. Instead, its story and world is to be explored and discovered. The game is peaceful and slow, and it focuses on puzzles and mystery rather than action and gore.
Just a quick question. With Mac, the fact that it says Mac OS, does that mean that it was only available for people, users of Mac?
No, it just originally came out on Mac OS, but then it was later ported to lots of other ones. Anyway, Here's a little cutscene so we can listen to this now.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay, so we're looking for a book?
No, this guy has dropped a book. We don't know who he is or, what he is and stuff, but he seems to have lost some kind of a book, something, okay? It feeds you bits of information and you don't know what's going on. I'm going to read a tiny little passage from the actual game manual, just so you get some context. You have just stumbled upon a most intriguing book. A book titled Myst. You have no idea where it came from,
Looks
who
old.
wrote it, or how old it is. Reading through its pages provides you with only a superbly crafted description of an island world.
They look empty.
There. As you reach the end of the book, you lay your hand on the page. Suddenly, your own world dissolves into blackness, replaced with the island world that the pages had described. Now, you're here, wherever here is, with no option but to explore. So lay your hand on the page. So you can imagine now, suddenly your own world dissolved into blackness and it's replaced with the island. Mm-hmm. And now you're here.
I feel like I'm in a cartoon, actually, because the graphics are very cartoony.
However, think of Wolfenstein 3D. How much better? Think of corridors, endless corridors.
Yeah.
And you can even...
It is better. It's better. Yeah.
It's dramatically better, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is, as we said, it is running on a Mac. I'm taking control of the mouse just for a moment, just because I want to have this on best transitions. And we're all good.
So how do I walk in this? How do I go?
So, I want
like
you
the
to,
mouse.
I want you to click up towards where that gear is over there. Like, just click forward one.
Oh,
and you've
there.
moved forward one. Now put your cursor to...
Wouldn't it be good if life was like that? You just click and you go right where you want to be.
Now put your cursor to the right. See how it's got like a little arrow saying, oh, go this way, click that?
Oh, yeah.
Now you've turned back towards where you came.
Oh.
Now click forward again. And now turn... Or you can turn that way, looking out at the water there. There you go. So that is how the controls of this game work. So the first thing you'll notice about Myst is that the graphics compared to that previous game you played are absolutely outstanding, but they're completely static. This game isn't running in real-time 3D, ready for you to explore and move around freely, because computers at the time couldn't handle graphics like this. You know what I mean? So instead, the game is actually made up of a bunch of images that have been rendered individually and compressed down to ensure that they could fit on a single CD-ROM.
Okay.
but also so that, they could be loaded quickly off the CD as the player walked around, and they only contain 256 colours each, so there's a lot of, compression going on here, and that's why the image is quite small and pixelated. Anyway, explore now. You're on this island. So you can't quite go up there, but you could go up the stairs. You're going up the stairs, yeah?
Oh,
and that's the docule down there. Yep. Now you're going up these stairs.
I can go that way, or I think I'll just follow this one. Oh, where's that? I'm losing my bearings.
Yeah, I know. You lose your bearings because it is image-based.
Oh,
so you
there's
found
a
like a little spaceship thing.
Well, let's go on that.
Notice the wind sounds and everything.
Yeah.
It's very windy.
What does it say there?
That's called a marker switch. You've just flicked it up into the up position.
And what does that do?
You don't know. That's for you to work out one day.
One day. So not today?
Well, this game
I want to get in there.
Designed to take around 40 hours to play. The spaceship door is apparently locked. It's not opened. How you get in there?
Probably find a key.
You're going to work that out. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Now, I do want to point you in the direction of something, just because this is a game that could have you going around for ages, not going anywhere. In fact, a lot of people just were so amazed and they just loved exploring this world and stuff, and a lot of them just, didn't get very far. But back here, remember now, this is back towards that boat.
Yes.
See, there's a little, like a note on the ground.
Okay, well, let's go to the note on the ground. Oh, where's the note on the ground?
Turn around. See, it's on the ground there. So just click the note. There we go. So I'll read it for you. So it's a bit small.
I don't have my reading glasses on, so...
Okay. It's very small on our screen because the resolution of these images are very low.
But the paper's all crumpled as well, which makes it even
Yeah,
harder.
I know. That's making it feel more realistic. Like, it's not just a perfect note. So it says, Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our four-chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to receive the message.
I thought you said I was me. Suddenly I'm Catherine?
You're not Catherine.
Oh, this is Catherine's note. And I'm reading it.
Is, a note for Catherine. Okay. You don't know who Catherine is. So obviously on this island, some man...
Well, maybe she doesn't like him because she screwed it all up.
No, well, maybe. Some man lives on this island with someone called Catherine, or at least he did live on this island.
Yeah.
So you know that there must have been people here at some point.
Yes.
There's buildings and stuff too, so yeah. But what he wants you to do, or Catherine to do, is he said he's left a message for you in their four-chamber near the dock, so back where you were before, and he says you have to enter the amount of marker switches. So what you're going to do now is going to explore the island and see how many marker switches you can find.
Did I find one with the...
You did. You even flicked it into the up position. And do you know what? The good thing about doing that is because you flicked it up, you know that you've already counted that. So if you walk around the island, don't count that one again. Yeah. Flick them up whenever you find them. So I just got to
flick them. I don't have to... They don't actually say anything. I think that's a marker switch.
Yeah, there is one over there. So you walk up to it. There it is. Right to your left.
Right
there we go. So
left.
two. Right
there we go.
So
okay, so I found two. How many do I have to find now?
Well, you don't know how many you've got to find. That's the whole thing. The amount of marker switches on the island is the number you've got to input somewhere down in near the dock area. So keep walking around.
I think I've been here before.
Yeah, you went over that way. Remember, to the rocket?
Yeah, I went
so you've been there.
So
you don't
I know
need to
that.
go there.
So let's go back this way. And I've been there, I think, or I don't know. Maybe I haven't.
You haven't been inside it.
Oh, I'm inside.
There doesn't look like there's any and there's back outside. There doesn't look like there's any marker switches in here. But it's an interesting looking place, isn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. Oh, I wonder what's here.
Looks like a boat in water, but it's like it's submerged in the water.
And I can't do anything with it? No.
Interestingly enough, you actually can.
But not now.
But not now. So you can see there's weird leaf symbols. Like there's a weird like a leaf symbol there that you can turn on and off. So green means it's on.
Yeah.
But you don't know if you're supposed to turn it on, if it's supposed to be off. And see there's other symbols there. Oh look, a marker switch. So how many have you found now?
3.
3, good.
Okay. Well,
you can turn a bit if you like.
Have I done this one?
You're turning on these symbols. Don't bother turning on those symbols now. That's a bit later on in the game and it's a bit complicated. You're actually not supposed to turn them on you're supposed to turn on a combination of them, and a certain combination makes that boat rise, and it takes you into another world.
Wow.
So,
okay, I'm back in here. Wait a second. Let's get out.
Okay, so I'll give you a bit of a hint. See if you can go beyond. Go beyond this. See this water thing. Don't go into it. Go beyond it. So through the forest. Here we go.
Wait. Was that a marker? I turned that one on already, didn't I? Well, that's the same one, is it?
It must be. It's a very jarring. So they actually remade this game later.
Yeah.
So over there. So I think you can spin those around.
Listen to the sounds.
Notice there's a lot more sound effects and stuff like that. Narration at the beginning, there's sound and
There's sound
things.
effects, but it's not doing anything.
That's the thing, you don't know what it's doing. Now stop for a sec. I'll point out something for you.
Yeah.
Here we go, just so you can see that. So your actions actually do things. What's the time on the clock?
Oh, it's 20 past 5.
Okay, watch this. If I spin this a bit. What's the time on the clock?
Oh, okay.
You're changing. So this is changing the
time.
minutes, and this is changing the hours.
Yeah.
But why you would change the minutes and hours, you don't know. But there is something to point out. What's that? Can't get to it because there's no bridge leading you across to that. But it's a marker switch. You can't quite flick it into the on position, but just remember that's now 4.
It's now 4.
You've now now got 4.
I thought you were
marker
giving me a
switches.
hint about the time, what time to set it to.
No. You'll have to find that out later.
Oh, I can't
Okay.
find it out now.
So you can. Oh look, you found a little cabin, like a log cabin, and a marker switch. So that's 5 marker switches you found so far.
What's this?
Looks like some combination lock.
Oh.
You press the buttons underneath to see those 3 buttons underneath, but you don't know what the combination is.
I can try anything, can't I?
There's 999 different combinations.
Well, I'll be here a long time.
No, the idea is you find that information somewhere in the game. You get what I mean?
Okay.
What, just graphically, do you find this game just mind-blowing? Like, yes, it's images, but think of
It makes you
Wolfenstein
really
3D.
feel like you are there.
Yeah, that was the whole idea of this game. There doesn't seem to be much here that you can do at the moment. So maybe you can leave this cabin.
Oh, shut the door. And there's that thing again. I've been there. I know that.
Yeah.
And I've been there.
So maybe walk back down to... I know that you don't really have much freedom here, but maybe have a little walk back down to, you know, that dock thing, and then follow the path there, and then follow the path back around and up. So you found 5, right? 5
So follow
markers?
this path back up.
Is
this
there
one?
another... Yeah, there's another. So that would be 6 now, is it?
I think so. Oh, there's downstairs. This is actually creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know whether I really want to go down here.
You can turn back.
Oh, that's okay. There's probably something down here. Oh, where
Oh,
we
did
go?
you see all the lights turn on down there? So this is some kind of control thing.
Oh, it's quite creepy because you don't know what you're doing.
So it looks like you're setting up some number on some machine, but what setting do you have to put at? You don't know that yet.
No.
So this is all stuff you find out over time, and you know, you'll eventually find the answers. But right now the answers aren't clear, are they?
What does that say?
One says power and one says power to spaceship.
Oh, so this is how you power up the spaceship.
Yeah, but anyway, so you pretty much have to get out of here. You don't know what's going on here.
And I can't go forward.
No.
Okay.
So that's obviously to power the spaceship.
Okay.
So you know where to go now to do that. But once you've got what volts or whatever you set
It's
it at.
quite creepy, this sound.
Yeah, that place.
Oh, it feels better out here.
Okay, so turn around because you've already been down there. And go forward now. So you found
think I
6
found
so
another-
far. Yeah,
oh,
you've
that's
found
up.
that one already. So just keep going forward. Don't go into the boat. Go beyond it. I'll just lead you now a little bit. Go to your right. And go forward a bit.
To this one.
Yep.
That
Just
one
keep
I've
going.
marked.
Yep, you've already marked that. Go down. Now have a little look at that gear thing up ahead. You haven't been up there yet. There's some weird gear thing and a
Marker.
So you found 7 markers so far.
Yeah.
Now you can start heading back down towards... Remember the boat down there, those stairs? And yep, down there.
Oh, he's there.
This is exactly where you started. And if you look straight ahead of you, what do you notice? There was a marker switch there all along.
Where?
Right in front of your face.
Oh, that one.
There you go, it's on. So, how many switches were there on this island?
8.
Yeah, you've explored this whole island now, so you kind of know what's around this island. Okay, so you can now try and find where... He said there was some four chamber or something around here at the dock. So at the dock there was a four chamber, and he said input the amount of marker switches.
I don't know where
So you've
it
already
is.
been up those stairs. It would be somewhere here on the dock. I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
You know how you started here, right? And this was the spot where you started.
Mm-hmm.
Turn left.
Oh.
Right next to you it was here.
And now I enter 8.
So yeah, go down all these stairs.
Oh, listen to the
There's
music.
some weird water thing there. So whatever that did, it didn't seem to work. So if you turn around, just have a good look at this room, have a little flip around and see what this room looks like. You can't really go for it. I know it's frustrating. They actually made a later version of this. Oh, you found something.
What does it say?
Settings for the dimensional imager. I'll give you a little clue.
Yeah, I can't read that. It's too small.
There's like a little button there. Just tap that.
Yeah.
And it opened up.
Oh,
Enter
so
the amount of marker
8.
switches.
There's 8.
Yeah, good, but it says 68.
Oh.
So you might want to just open that one more time and just make that a 0. There we go. Apply that. Okay, now you can have a little look around and see that thing. Maybe try pressing the button now and see what happens.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long.
It's so dramatic.
Yeah.
Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Oh, I wonder how I erased the message.
So obviously Catherine didn't erase the message because it was for Catherine, remember?
Yes.
Not for you, for Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe she never got to see the message.
So he said something about his library being destroyed or something by one of his
Should
sons.
I erase the message or...
You don't know how to. That would just play it again, pressing that.
Oh, okay.
So you can get out of here now. Now he said something about the library, the tower rotation, accessing these books and stuff. So how about we go check out that library room?
Okay.
Do you find it very mysterious?
No, the library room wasn't that way.
It was up that way,
Oh, it was.
actually. Yep. Just keep going. Yep. And to your... Yep, keep that way. To your... And then you're already facing it. It's that one that looks... It's got the Roman columns. You
Yeah,
went in
like
there
it.
before and you said, there's nothing in here. So he was saying his books were destroyed. So have a little look at his books. See?
Yeah.
They're destroyed. Click it. You can even try and open it if you want.
Oh my
Destroyed.
gosh, it's certainly destroyed.
By the way, just to blow your mind, did you know that Myst contains 2,500 images?
Mm-hmm.
One for each possible area you can actually
I'm stuck
explore?
on this one.
So the world is pretty big.
That's another one. Oh, that one's
Well,
not
that one's
destroyed.
actually not destroyed. So what you'll notice here is his library basically has...
Oh, look, you could actually
Yeah, you
read
can
it
actually
if you
read
had
his
reading
book.
glasses.
So basically...
Oh, look, he's saying something.
Yeah, symbols and information. You don't know what all this means, though.
Yeah.
You see? Not yet, anyway. And it's almost like he's saying that if you find a keyboard, you press these keys.
So
1,
a
2...
player would actually need to read his book?
You would. You'd
no.
actually need to... And there's various books here, actually.
Is this a game or reading a book?
No, but that's the thing. It's not something
It's a real
like...
thinking,
It's
try
a
and work
thinking,
out.
seeing there's all this information here. And he describes all these other worlds, and you actually find these books and travel to these other worlds.
Yeah.
So they're called linking books. So it's quite an interesting concept. And he's saying, look, see, it's got images of stairs and something about this island here, but this isn't the island of Myst where you are now. This is some other one. You know what I mean? So there's so much.
So it's named after Myst, which is spelt wrong, but it's a name, not Myst.
Yeah.
And yet we're not even there.
And look, you might recognise some of these symbols. See this symbol?
Yeah.
Snake eye, this thing.
Yeah.
The
flamingo type.
Do you remember seeing them somewhere on the island?
Oh, yeah, I do actually.
Yeah,
That was those.
and
the leaf, yeah.
And it's almost like but you've got to decode what that means and how to get to that world.
No.
But anyway, I'm going to give you a little bit of
You're going to have to give me a hint.
Okay, first of all, one of the things you're going to find in the library are these books.
Yeah.
See this book here? Have a little click on that blue book.
Oh, that's similar to...
Yeah, it's just like this blue static.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you were to now click on that page next to the book and put it into the book,
Okay, so
made a weird sound.
Serious? Who are you?
It's saying, who are you?
Oh, just...
So,
the reception's pretty bad, isn't it?
yeah.
Bring blue pages.
Blue pages.
So you need more blue pages to make
To
this
understand, yeah. So basically he's somewhere.
Never.
That guy is basically somewhere, and he needs you to bring
I think
him.
he should stay there. That's a bit mad.
And over here, there's a similar situation. There is where is it? There's a book.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another one. Here
Another
we go.
one, but
Let's
that's a
grab
red
that.
page that goes in the red book.
Oh, it's him again.
Why?
Oh, no, it's
Someone
different
else.
one.
Who are you?
I'm me.
Bring me a red page.
Give me the red pages.
Oh, so he doesn't sound as... Like, the other one sounded a bit weird.
I can't see you.
To tell the
You
truth,
admit you must.
I don't want him to see me. I think I won't bring him the red pages.
Okay.
I don't trust that
So
guy.
basically, you've gotten suddenly a task.
Yeah.
Bring me the blue pages and bring me the red pages. Which pages do you bring? Do you bring both?
Oh, what's this?
Did you see that just
Yeah.
open? Now, don't go up there yet. I'll get you to go up in a moment.
Yeah.
But, basically, I just want to actually... Clicking this opens the door. Did you notice you're locked in here for a moment? See, those stairs disappear.
Oh.
And now you're back, this door's open again. But before you do, remember he was talking about tower rotation?
Yes.
So this is actually the island of Myst here. The dock is down at the bottom. You've got that gear thing over here. Mm-hmm. The library and different places. The rocket ship.
Yes.
You recognise this,
I
don't you?
Yes.
Now, if you...
So the tower rotates to...
I've rotated the tower towards this gear thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you then go up into the tower, and we'll just press this little thing. I'm just moving you forward a bit, just so we can progress and see a little bit of what's going on.
Because weren't you saying that the average person who plays this game takes 40 hours?
Yeah, that's right.
So
And
we don't have 40 hours.
You're not even going to be seeing 10% of this game.
Yeah,
I just want you to at least see something. So explore this little area now. Keep going. So you've just opened this up, this secret passage.
Oh, this is creepy.
And that guy was saying he's hidden his books somewhere. His special books, his linking books somewhere.
Oh, what does that do? Nothing.
Oops, close the door first. The gate. There we go.
Oh, it's an
Elevator. Yeah. So it's obviously taking you up to the top of the tower.
Makes you really feel like it is, actually.
Yeah.
And the sound effects are really good.
The reason you've got so much world and all these video files and stuff is because of the CDs. This wouldn't be possible on a floppy.
What's happening now?
You've gone back down.
Oh.
You didn't ever leave. You're supposed to let it go out. Okay, we'll skip and we'll come back to when you're back up again. So here we go. We're opening the door up. There's a ladder here. And if you climb up, what do you see outside?
The spaceship?
That's the gear place. So the tower's rotated to face the gear.
But is the spaceship up there?
No, the
it's not. Oh, that's
space is just like on the opposite side.
Oh, okay.
So that was the gear place. Now I'm just going to move and show you a little around the back here. There's also a ladder around the back. And if you climb up this ladder, there's some information there.
That's probably 240 is what you're supposed to put on that time
clock
thing.
And set the time, so 240.
But what's this 221?
You don't know what that 221 is, but remember it. You've got 240 and 221.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can go back to the clock.
If I remember where it is.
Yeah, well that clock, it was, remember past those trees on the island down that way?
Yeah.
I'll take you there while you have a little chat about it. So, what are you thinking of Myst so far?
I like the sound effects. They're very realistic. It's very immersive. You really feel like you're there. The only thing that's a little bit not natural is the way it moves. Like you're suddenly there. You click and you're suddenly there. And then you lose your bearings because you haven't actually physically walked there. It's funny to suddenly click and you're there. Click and you're there.
Yeah.
You lose your bearings a little
So
bit.
you understand the reason they did that, because computers at the time couldn't handle graphics that were
moving.
this good.
Yeah.
These graphics were just absolutely too excellent. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Many years later, they actually released better versions of this with, like less pixelated images, better quality. They also ended up releasing it real 3D where you can walk around and not be confined to all this clicking and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you've got to make this equal 230 now. So what's the time currently?
It looks like it's 4:35.
What was it? 2:30 or what was the time? 2:20?
2:20. I think.
2:20.
I hope it was.
Because I forgot now.
Oh no!
So that will change the hour forward by 1.
Then it's a pity you can't see what you're doing.
Well, in the actual later versions you can. Okay, so let's have a little look. What's the time now?
Looks like 3:35.
I think this is it here, so I think it's actually 4.
Wait.
I want to control it just to see. No, it's over here.
Almost 10.
Okay, so let's try and get it to 2. So click it. Stop. Now let's have a look.
Now it's 4:30 again.
Okay, maybe just click it 1. Then it's over there.
We're getting closer.
It's
almost
getting close
11.
to the 2, yeah.
Now
12.
it's almost 12.
Was it 20 or 40 or what? What did you
20,
mean?
220.
220, okay. Okay, stop there. That's
2.
2. So now
Almost
just
2.
change the other one. Just change the other one now to make it 20. Great, it's
220.
220. Now just hit that red button.
You're kidding.
I'll just check what the time was. Yes, 240. 240.
Why did we remember 220?
I don't know.
Maybe because of 221.
Yeah, and we thought of 220. Okay, so you've got to actually
That's
make
the thing,
it
it just
240.
makes it...
Well, that's why you need a pen and paper with this game.
Yeah.
Now click the...
35. Now
35.
try 240.
240.
Yeah.
35. Wait, one really small click. There we go. But now that one's 240. Okay.
Just trying to set.
So it's based on how long
my
you
gosh.
click for. So if you click it for a long
I
time.
see. Pity that the ocean's very static and it's
Yeah, well,
not
the
like
whole
glistening.
it's all images.
I
Okay, there we
know.
go. 240.
Okay.
And you opened up something.
So now I can the mouse is gone.
There you
I
go.
see. So I can now go on it.
Yep, you should be able to walk across.
Yeah.
And you can put that mark switch up, so there's 8 on the island. Now look at this. What is that thing?
It says 330.
330.
Maybe I've got to set it to 221.
Yeah, so use those levers. Just actually make sure you're aimed at. See how the hand goes to the hands thing? 113. 223.
Ah.
231.
Seriously?
And every time you do that, this thing goes down a bit too. 212. 223.
Oh. Do I just do this one to try and... But then that'll change the
The
twos
top
again.
2. Yeah,
What
that
does this
changes
one
the
do?
top 2. Puts it back down to 333.
Oh, right.
So welcome to a puzzle in Myst. 1, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. Mathematically, it's actually impossible to do it the way you're doing it.
Really?
If you continue rotating the top 2 and the bottom 2, you'll actually never get 2, 2, 1.
Really? Why?
Using that method. Well, mathematically, it's impossible. However, if you do it and hold it down... Wait.
Oh.
You can rotate the middle one. Oh. Do you get what I mean? So you just have to pull that down. Because the weight thing got too much. Okay. So if you hold one down, you can actually rotate the middle. Oh, don't pull it down too far. Pull it. And then hold it there. See?
Oh, 2. 2, 2, and now the last one. Oh, seriously? Oh, the weight's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, so you got to pull it.
Oh, you're kidding me.
But at least I helped you out, hey?
Ridiculous.
3, 3, 1.
Oh, maybe. Yes!
Yes, you did it!
I did it!
Now,
but what's happened?
Something...
Oh, it is happening.
It's opened something. See that gear like open?
Yeah.
Now, if you go out to... Remember the tower was pointed towards the gear area. Go check that gear out and see what's happened to that gear now. Because you've done something. And remember that guy was saying, remember the tower rotation, and I've hidden my books in a special place and stuff. Yeah. So go to the gear place. Do you actually, funnily enough, know your way around the island a little bit?
I think so.
Yeah, because see, it was the dock, and then above the dock was the gear thing. There. Looks a bit different, hey? The gear looks like half a gear.
Half a gear. Uh-oh.
Walk forward a bit more. Within the gear, it's opened up to reveal something. A book.
A piece of page or not?
It's another world.
Oh, am I going to another world now?
Yep, you can click on it.
Okay.
And you're now finding yourself within another world.
The sound effects are really good, actually.
Yeah.
It really makes you, woo, the suspense and stuff.
Yeah, it does, eh?
You know?
So here you are in some other place, the gear world. Mm-hmm. And see, it's a completely different feeling, isn't it, too?
Yeah.
And it's an interesting place. I'm just clicking around just so you can have a little look around at this place. Do you feel like this is a game you could really get lost within, hey?
You could, actually, but you really need a pen and paper to write things down because...
That's right, you certainly do.
It's complicated, but I mean, if you're in the mood
secret passages.
for... You know, trying to work something out and thinking and exploring, I guess this would be quite a good game.
And look what we just found. Blue page.
Mm-hmm. And then
you can take that back to that guy and you take the blue page.
But we're in a different world now.
Yeah, how do you get back to your own world?
How do you get back to the own world? Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
So you take that back to that guy and yada yada, you get the picture, and then slowly you'd be more revealing the story because every time you put a page there, the static becomes less and he can talk to you better. Mm-hmm. And eventually he'll tell you what's going on, and he'll actually tell you, make sure you collect the blue pages. The guy in the red book is evil. Don't get the red pages. But if you get the red pages... Well, you know what?
I didn't trust him from the... I didn't trust the guy in the red book. I said I'd rather just, you know, he can stay there. I'm not going to get his red pages. But the blue one seemed a bit mad. Yeah.
But the red guy will actually tell you don't collect the blue pages. That guy is really bad.
Okay.
So you have to make a decision. What pages are you going to collect? You trust the blue?
Yeah.
I mean, just because blue seems like a safer colour?
Well, not just that. The man doesn't... I felt a bit suspect about the guy in the red.
So you're going to judge a
trust
person
him
by the colour of their pages?
No, not by the colour. I just didn't seem to trust the guy.
The attitude and personality.
Yeah, I didn't trust him. He seemed sinister.
Okay, well there we go. And that is a big, really interesting story that you've got going on here, and you get more and more information revealed. Who was that guy? Who was Catherine? Yeah. Those guys in the books.
And it's like fitting a story together. It's like you're a detective and you're trying to fit a puzzle together.
Exactly, and there's multiple ages and worlds to, you know, discover, like one was raining and stuff, a treetop world. And
it was really designed to take 40 hours for somebody to get through the whole thing. And what was how many people actually got through the whole lot? and worked out the whole
I
thing.
think less than 50% of people figured it out. Anyway, I just now want to show you the concept of have you heard of a remake before?
Yeah, I have.
So you understand what a remake is, eh?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Of course.
So in 2014, they made a remake of this game, Myst. This was Real Myst, Masterpiece Edition. They made multiple remakes of this game, right? And there's the book. Remember at the beginning?
Yeah.
You see, so it's so much more. And look at the graphics there.
Wow.
So this just goes to show what a remake can do.
Makes me actually want to play it. It looks great.
Yeah, it's the same game.
Yeah, but just remade.
But just remade in better graphics. In fact, watch this. We'll get inside the book now.
Oh, why'd you make me play the other one when I could play this one?
No, because you're playing. This is just to show you. And you've got the option of, do you want classic movement where you click and go to places, or free roam?
Free roam.
So, with free roam, I'll just let you have a little look. Here's that thing with the gears up there, and you can actually walk and look around.
Good.
You know what I mean?
This. When we finish this, can I actually play?
No. So there's the boat there. Remember, this is that chamber.
And the water. Look at the water actually moving.
Yeah. So this is why remakes were. And there's the marker switch thing there. See. So and then you'd pull it into that position.
This is so good.
It just goes to show you how
remakes. The light on the stairs.
Yeah, and you actually kind of know where you're going now. And see, that was that gear thing.
And look at the ivy growing down the rocks.
That's right.
That is so good.
So you can actually see how... And you recognise the series.
Can I just say this is so much better because you know where you're going now. Like,
yeah.
It's more natural because you see, rather than clicking and suddenly you're turning left or right,
the blue book.
This is so much better.
See, it just goes to show, and this is the whole idea about remakes. Remakes are common. People, remakes are very popular. They are often made. So you actually understand the island and stuff now.
Yeah.
And there's that shack
there's a
there.
Butterfly.
Yeah, there's movement. And with this...
And the water's moving as well. I love it.
Yeah, you can actually have the classic movement. You know where you click, but it actually, instead of... See this? How you click on each thing and that shows you, remember this? And you turn and stuff.
That's right.
You can have it like this, but it actually camera pans.
Yeah.
So if you want to experience it like the original Myst where it was, clicking.
Yeah. I like the other one though.
Yeah, I know, you like that. But that just goes to show, and by the way, you can do this and look, you can actually watch the clock. And that makes it so much easier.
And that was the thing that I said was really annoying. You look down, then you look up, what is it? And it was just pot luck what you got.
Yeah, and there you go, and the gears coming up.
Yeah, I see.
It's just so much better. But anyway, that's the idea of a remake. I thought I'd show you.
So exciting. I actually would want to play this.
And remember this creepy passages and stuff. You're going down here and...
Let's finish the video so I can really play this.
Okay, anyway, that is it now. I just thought I'd just show you, because the idea of a remake is it's the same game.
Yeah, but it's just so much better graphics.
And these were these things. Remember this where you press on these and make them light up and stuff? Yeah. But anyway, pull that up. Anyway, that was Myst. You saw what it was in 1993. You saw what it became by 2014. What do you think of Myst? Not this version.
Imagine the 2020. So that would be awesome. You'd actually literally be there.
Well, imagine Myst they might make a VR version of Myst.
I hope they do.
Where you actually go and you actually use your hand to open, do those up and down and stuff and explore the various worlds.
That'd be great.
It has. But anyway, that was Myst. It was amazing to see how back then they created this world in 1993 that you could explore picture by picture. But then, time went on, you could actually not just watch it as pictures, but actually have it in 3D. Movement and feeling and seeing it, and actually
So it was good for its time, but gee, it became better.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that's what remakes are all about, just making things better.
And that's what I said. I said, I want to see the ocean moving, and it's moving, and I said I want to be able to turn and actually feel like I'm turning and panning, rather than this unnatural thing where you're suddenly there, then you're suddenly there.
Exactly.
This is great.
Well, there we go. that was Myst. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
I did.
Well, only because of the new version.
The new version.
Back then, do you think that was actually a really good
I
game?
thought,
For that
yes.
1993.
The 93
was very
was
immersive
fantastic, but this is, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, now you know, and you've been able to see what a remake is. Same game, just with better graphics.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next episode featuring 1994. And don't worry, you'll get up to graphics like this one day. You're not going to play Myst again, but, you'll play
I wish I would. Well, I'm going to play it now. Let's finish this video and I can play this version right now.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next year in 1994 in Gaming Through Time.